Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on a lovely little island of Fawnhollow today? Ooh, what have I been up to today? Not much really, actually. I've been pretty lazy. Watched League of Legends, you know. Did that. That was good stuff. Played a bit more Hollow Knight to train myself up to defeat the Pure Vessel. I defeated a Pure Vessel 2 more times, so I think I've upped the rates on what would have been like 1 in 30 for me to win him. Maybe about 1 in 12-ish? I don't know. Hello there everyone. Right now on Fawnhollow, it's 4:23 PM on Sunday, October 18, 2020. There really isn't any news to speak of today. Oh yeah, did anyone else see that movie? Something. Sorry Isabel, we're just gonna skip right past you. And we'll get on with... I don't even know what we're doing in Animal Crossing right now. We're just rearranging things, right, still? I guess we need to move some stuff up and about. Oh, yes, I forgot. I actually did some deep sea diving last... Oh, that's what we should do. We should do some deep sea diving for the other thing we're missing. Because I got it wrong. I said the 2 things introduced in October, you can only get after 9 PM. That's wrong. Only the spiny lobster you can get after 9 PM. Listen up, dear. You know I thought I was 100% a city boy, and moving here was really going to cramp my style. Turns out, I'm on about that rustic life now. Now if only I could get a designer fishing pole. Sincerely, Country Raymond. Yes, I said there was the Venus... fly basket? Something like that. And the spiny lobster. The spiny lobster you can only catch at 9 PM, which I did catch last night. Spoilers. And the Venus fly basket, we're going to catch right now. Maybe. Because it shouldn't be all that rare, from what I've seen. So we're looking for medium shadows, or quick long lunges, and it can be found all day, not just at 9 PM, like I previously thought. Oh yeah, we're moving all these flowers, aren't we? Get out of the way, fish. We've got deep sea creatures to catch. See, I haven't really been doing much. I've been pretty lazy today. I was considering recording some Spiritfarer today, because, you know, it's meant to be uploaded on Monday. It might be something I record later, rather than now. So I was going to set it up and I was like, you know, I feel like I don't have energy right now. But you need, and you know, it's the first episode coming out. I'm like, I want to put, you know, like first impressions. You want to have a good first impressions on people. So, that's what you, well, that's what I want to do. So I was like, I'll just record this another time, you know, when I got a little bit more energy. Which is why I recorded Opus Magnum that one time. I was like, man, today I feel great. Let's record Opus Magnum. It's going to be an energetic start. I can't remember if it still is energetic. I don't watch any of my videos, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm just sort of here to play the games. And, so I recorded that ages ago. This is a really fast one. We might have to slow swim above you. So I recorded about ages ago, a month ago, and it's only going to be uploaded next Tuesday, so in 2 days, which is pretty crazy to think about. But yeah, so we'll see if I get... Oh, there we go. Venus flower basket. I got Venus the flower basket. Why is she picking flowers here? That's a good question. There's no flowers in the ocean. That's not necessarily true. There probably are, just but not by your usual conventions. So yes, we'll get on with donating this Venus flower basket and spiny lobster, which is waiting for us at the museum. Hello Raymond. Goodbye Raymond. And we will see where we go from there. I moved the trees over here. Did I do that on video? I can't remember. So yeah, you know, good first impressions. And I was like, you know, right now I don't have a best first impression. It's a bit of a power. I've got everything set up that I need to for it. I just, you know, just need to actually record it at some point. I'm very excited to play it though. It looks like something that is completely up my alley. So, sorry to startle you blabbers. It should be a lot of fun, hopefully. I don't know. Go check it out. Which would be tomorrow, I suppose. If you want. Or it's possible that if I don't get a video recorded, I won't upload it on Monday. I'll just upload the thumbnail art and then the first one will be on Thursday. We'll see. I don't know. You're in the future, so you'll be able to know. Anyway, the Venus's flower basket looks like an otherworldly creature one would find on an alien planet. But it is indeed a remarkable sea sponge found in the deepest parts of the ocean. Its body is composed of silica and looks like a sculpture, or perhaps a vase made of a glassy mesh. I dare say that Venus's flower basket is one of nature's most impressive works of art. Fascinating stuff, no? It's absolutely amazing, blabbers. We'll make sure to cross that off the list, and we've got nothing else to catch for October. We've only got probably deep sea creatures to catch in November. And maybe that's when we get the bugs again. I can't remember when we've done beetle spawns, if it's December or November. I think it's December. So please do tell me about spiny lobster. It is the spiny lobster's lengthy antennae that help set it apart from other lobsters. Those two antennae can grow twice as long as a lobster's own body, and what a clever little crustacean it is, having found a way to use those antennae as a means of defense. When a spiny lobster senses danger, it rubs its antennae across its exoskeleton. The horrid screeching sounds frightened predators away. If someone scratched nails across a chalkboard in your direction, I dare say you'd run too. You know, that's fair enough. Nails on a chalkboard, that's the sort of standard sound people hate. Oh, you know what? I guess this is what we're going to talk about, like some... So if you have... Oh, what's that for? Misophobia? Phobia? Something like that? Some, like, hatred of certain sounds or whatever. Yeah, nails on a chalkboard, never really bothered me too much. You know what bothers me? This is going to be so specific, and even imagining it, ugh, sort of makes me go, like, ugh, I don't want to think about it. You know those, like, special, like, cards, or... I don't know... I'm trying to think. Like in cereal boxes, they used to give out these cards where they'd like sort of shimmer, and if you like tilt them in different directions, it looks like it's animated. Like there's sort of animated cards, but they're not actually animated. They have that like weird sort of bumpy. I don't know how to describe it. You know, this is probably a Google question. Google animated physical cards. Kinetic cards? Is that it? Kinetic cards. I spelled knee cards. I don't know how I spelled it so wrong. No, it's not kinetic cards. What is that? I don't know. Cards where you tilt them and the image moves. Lenticular printing. There we go. That sounds about right. Colloquial terms include flickers, winkies, wiggle pictures, and tilt cards. I've never heard any of those before. But the images, you move them around and it looks like it's animated because the image shifts between one or another because it depends on the angle that you view them or whatever. You know, you can have the effect yourself if you print out two different pieces of paper, cut them up into strips, alternate the strips, and then fold the paper in a certain way. But anyway, those lenticular printed cards, I absolutely hate the feel you have when you scratch your nails across them. Like, ugh, just imagining it is the worst possible feeling for me right now. Oh my god, it's actually surprisingly making me uncomfortable. And I'm not someone who gets particularly scared or icked out too easily, but something just like imagining that, like, I don't know why. And I can remember, for some reason I can remember this. Back in primary school, elementary school for the Americans, my friend had a pencil case which was not made out of like exactly the same material, but a similar material, like a similar feel to it. It wasn't like a lenticular printed pencil case, like it didn't change its pattern depending on how you looked at it. It had that sort of like that same sort of weird meshy material. It was made out of that meshy material, and I remember once I scratched it by accident or something for some reason, and I was just like, it's like seared into my memory, that feeling, and I hated it so badly. It's like, ugh. I don't know why I hate that so much. Because people say nails on a chalkboard. I don't think nails on a chalkboard that bad. And surprisingly, scratching a nail on a chalkboard, I don't think it does it for me. Like, it doesn't spook me or anything. I'm just sort of like, it's a bit weird if anything. But that lenticular printing stuff, I don't know why. It's just something about it. There's a lot of like other sounds people don't like. People don't like mouth sounds, like chewing noises. I'm sorry. I probably have a lot of weird mouth sounds as I speak because I know, let's be honest. It's like saliva probably like builds up in your mouth and it kind of sounds a bit weird. I don't know. That tends to happen to me if I speak quite a lot. I feel like my mouth gets either super dry or it gets like super wet. There's no in between. There's no just like a normal functioning mouth, which I hear you can like deal with if you, what is it, like you buy like Granny Smith apples or something and eat them? I don't know. Anyway, have a sip of water just to make sure I stay hydrated. Just to make sure it's not too bad. Let's sell these flowers. What else is like a classic thing people hate? People hate like the high pitched whine that comes off like electronics and stuff like that. Probably hated it more when I was younger, when I was better at hearing it, but now I'm older, my hearing range is probably not as good as it used to be. like those dog whistles or whatever. Those things like that people sometimes do to get rid of teens loitering about in places. Where you put like a high pitch whine or something coming out from loudspeakers, so teens hear it but adults can't hear it, and it annoys the teens. But it's not something that like you directly point out, being like, oh, I gotta leave this place because of this high pitch whine. It's sort of like, man, my head kind of hurts, but I can't figure out why. That's why. I feel like there's a law against that now or something, which is fair enough. That seems like a bit weird, but I heard it was used to dissuade like teens from loitering around in adult areas, like bars and clubs, that sort of thing. Oh, I'm getting Discord messages. Just ignore it. What other like noises do people hate? Why do I have a random whelk in my inventory? Oh, it's probably where my swimsuit usually is. I'm done for now. Customize the shovel just so it doesn't break, because I'm only going to break your heart. What other feelings do people not like? I don't know. I feel like I can't think of many things which I hate. Like I cannot stand. Most of them I'd be like, that's a bit weird. Not weird, but like I suppose if you were doing the sound in front of me, I wouldn't tell you to stop because of a sound. I'd be like, why are you making a noise? You know, not because of a specific sound you're making. Hold on, this is like this is a very good Google question. What other sounds do people hate? Nails on a chalkboard. Oh, that feeling when you get these nails scratched on a blackboard has a name. Sounding rough? What? Oh, devil horns. I can make a nice costume. Chalkboard scraping. I'm trying to see if there's let's see. Sounds people hate. As we buy. Have we bought this before? I don't know, this is quite nice. I feel like Vivian would look pretty good wearing this. And we'll buy some impish horns. Obviously got to buy red. Oh, there's also a princess tiara. 10 sounds we hate most and why. Nails on a chalkboard. Knife on a bottle. What? Fork on a glass. That just seems like exactly the same thing. No, I think knife on a bottle is a really cool sound. But to be fair, the only times I've heard knife on a bottle. Which colour tiara should we get? This one? Why not? And sure, pop up Prim outfit. The only times I've heard a knife on a bottle is you know, when people use a saber basically to open champagne glasses or that sort of thing. Not glasses, bottles. You can see they have like a sword and they go like swoosh, and like cuts off the top of a champagne bottle. And of course many fails where people do it and they like knock the champagne bottle out of their hands, or they just like smash it in half. Hilarity all around. Check out Nook Shopping. Kicking Mariachi. I think we've had this one. I'm not sure though. Where's my notepad gone? Presumably we have it. Ruler on a bottle. Chalk on a blackboard. How can you hit chalk on a blackboard? I think you just don't know blackboards at that point. I mean, chalk is what you use on a blackboard. How can you... It's like... You don't really have many options outside of chalk. Don't think you have any options particularly at all. I don't know. Chalk on a blackboard was used in a lot of our university lectures because mathematicians like to keep a tradition of using chalk for whatever reason, or most of them did. So I suppose if you don't like the sound of chalk on a blackboard, don't do maths. Female scream, angle grinder, brakes on a cycle squealing, baby crying, electric jaw. None of those bother me. What? It's a terrible list. You know, that's like, I'm not even going to mention it because of how terrible it was. Knife against a... This is the same list, just on a different website. Oh, this is actually... Oh, this was actually a scientific study. Okay, well, I'd probably skew the results weirdly, I guess. Why is female scream on here? Is it because it sends people into fight or flight response if they don't like that? That's plausible. I don't know, female scream. That doesn't bother me. Screams don't bother me, I suppose. Angle grinder. I'm surprised that bothers people. I feel like quite a nice sound, if anything. It's a bit terrifying, you know, if you're next to it in person, but like hearing it through a layer of disconnect through like an audio recording. That's fine for me, I should say. These are all obviously for me. I'm not going to talk from the perspective of someone else because I'm not someone else. Brakes on a bicycle squealing. I can see that because it's a high-pitched little whiny noise. It's like a which people don't really like. That one seems more fair, I suppose. Baby crying is just like, what? It's a baby. Of course it's going to cry. What else is it going to do? It's trying to get your attention, whatever. You just want attention. Electric drill is just absolutely mind-boggling to me. People don't like the sound of an electric drill. I mean, I don't love the sound of the electric drill. I'm not like, wow. What am I going to listen to today, you know? Of the lovely sounds of an electric drill. Construction work. I don't hate it either. It's just there, if anything. Of the most pleasing sounds. Applause. I'm going to tell you now, the most pleasing sound for me is definitely rain. The sound of rain on like a window or like on the roof. I love the sound of rain. I used to do it like back when I used to study and stuff. Some people listen to music. I find I can't listen to music while I'm studying. I can't concentrate. I would just put on like the sound of rain. Look at the sound of a storm outside. It's very relaxing. I don't know. I just love the rain. Anyway, applause is number 1. Yeah, I can see that. Applause is a nice sound. I wouldn't put it as number 1 spot, but I would say it's a very pleasing sound, to be honest. Oh, pockets full. Baby laughing? So baby crying is like number 9. Worst sound you can ever hear. Baby laughing? Number 2. That's fair. Babies have a cute laugh. It's very joyous, you know. The innocence of humanity, that sort of thing. Number 3, thunder. Okay, I guess that falls into a rainstorm category. Yeah, I like it. I'm surprised rain isn't on here. Number 4 is water flowing. But it's not rain. Misophobia. Thank you, Wikipedia. It means hatred of sound is a neurological disorder, which sounds trigger an emotional response or something. Reactions to trigger sounds range from anger, annoyance to activating a fight or flight response. Oh, that's actually quite bad. Common triggers include oral sounds, loud breathing, chewing, and swallowing. How does that work for ASMR then? It's like anti-ASMR. Oh my gosh, that's like an amazing... Okay, not an amazing concept, but a very interesting concept for like a sketch or something. It's anti-ASMR video. Ah, dear, a little bird told me you want some full body tights, so I went shopping for you. Well, now I think about it. How could that little bird have known what you wanted? How indeed. I shouldn't be so trusting. New motto, don't believe everything little birds told you. Well, I bought this, and I don't want it, so here you go. You can have it anyway. So loud breathing, chewing, and swallowing. Loud breathing, I suppose, is only annoying to me if it's like on me, you know? Don't breathe on my neck or anything. That's my neck. Does not like to be breathed on. Chewing. I guess chewing with your mouth open is quite an annoying noise. Swallowing. Nah. Doesn't bother me. If you're around me, make swallowing noises all you want somehow. I don't know how you do that, but... Clicking sounds, keyboard tapping. Oh, this is interesting. Because I feel like there's such a rave about mechanical keyboards and their very satisfying clicky noise. Actually, you know, to be fair, I don't like clicking noise on mechanical keyboards, which is why I don't have one yet. I just still have a good old membrane keyboard, but I don't too mind the sort of haptic feedback feel, I suppose, of it. So I suppose I feel like I spoke about this before. I said if I was going to get a mechanical keyboard, which I probably will eventually at some point, I would get one with like silent keys. I think they're called pinks, silent reds or something. A very squishy, not squishy feel necessarily, but just like a very quiet press down, you know? I don't want that loud sort of noise. That's a horrible noise I just made there. Finger tapping and windshield wipers? I wouldn't call windshield wipers a clicking noise. Personally, I don't know what I'd put it under though. Finger tapping's interesting way. I think finger tapping's quite a satisfying noise. Like a... Is that kind of nice? A sort of like roll? The roll of noise? It's like a mini drum roll. You know when we go to really quickly on a song. We had to move all these flowers, I forgot. I'm sorry Vivian, your house is going to look terrible for a bit. I guess we don't have to. We can move these fruit trees first. Okay, let's do that. Let's move these fruit trees out of the way. We could also just sell them. Because, like, we've got all these fruits already. But no, we'll move them somewhere. And when we finish decorating, we'll put them back where they belong. But we've got to eat these. Sounds associated with movement, e.g. fidgeting. With movement feels like a very broad topic. Like you mean like walking? Does that count? Oftentimes, hated sounds are repetitive in nature. Signs and symptoms. Is this only for? This is only for sounds. Yeah, this is only for sounds. I don't know. Why do I hate sounds? 20 things only people who hate noises will understand. Good old BuzzFeed. People who eat loudly. You can no longer function. Your head feels... Okay, well, this is terrible. Closing BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed? BuzzFees. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think part of it's like societal based, of a hatred of certain sounds? People are like, oh man, I hate the sounds of nails on a chalkboard, and you hear it through media all the time. But nails on chalkboard, the worst sound ever. So thus, you learn to hate the sound of nails on a chalkboard. Despite maybe you don't actually. I don't know. I don't know. Where should we put these trees? Some far off corner. Oh, I thought Vivian was thinking. She's just watering a flower. It's our mini orchard for now, I suppose. What do you mean there's no place to plant anything? There's plenty of place. Can we plant these trees on sand? No, okay. I mean, that makes sense, but... I suppose we can start switching out some of these flowers for trees. Just to give us a bit of breathing room. And we can sell the other 2 trees, they're not important. We don't need more apple trees or oak trees. We got enough already. Be careful. I think I should be careful though, is if I go by that logic too much, we'll probably get rid of all our apple trees at some point. Oh. I told you I'm not angry. Why is everyone always asking me if I'm angry? Happens all the time. And all the darn time. Yes, well perhaps it's because of your rather gruff manner of speaking, Poppet. So, what you're saying is, I should talk more like you, sophisticated and whatnot. Good idea, Vivian. I know, I'll start by using that saying of yours. Poppet, Poppet, Poppet. Yep, I'm sounding more upper crusty already. My goodness, you're sounding crusty, alright? Crusty is a very weird insult, to be honest, Vivian, but sure. Yeah, do you think it's like, because it's been perpetuated by media, and like spread through word of mouth, that people just like, oh, I hate the sound of nails on a chalkboard, that sort of thing. Thus, even if you don't actually hate it, you say you hate it, or you like associate it with hatred or something. I mean, they've done a study on it, so it probably isn't true, but I don't know. I just find it weird how my specific one seems to be that lenticular. You know, I looked it up, the lenticular, what was it? Lenticular cards or whatever. I didn't see what material it was. Lenticular cards. Lenticular printing. Winking eyes, illusion death. What are they made out of? Pressing me various frames of animation. We'll also put on the island designer so we can fill up the cliffs. Ideally synthetic paper. Okay. Lithograph, ghosting, angled, what? It's very confusing to read. Oh, here we go. PVC, APET, acrylic, PETG, as well as other materials. Okay, so just plastics. But why does it feel so terrible to touch? Or is it just me? Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna Google it. Anyone else hate the scratch lenticular cards. Just, you know, spoken like how every single human being of this world speaks. What weird sound or texture sends shivers down your spine? Thanks, Reddit. No, lenticular lenses. Misophonia. There's apparently a misophonia subreddit. My hatred toward lenticular lenses has a name. Oh, there we go. Whenever someone scratches one of his lenses with a nail, I have to mentally and physically restrain myself from going over and punching that person in the nose. Okay, I wouldn't go that far. Lenticular lenses, those are terrible. The sound of some swear word scratching anything with lenticular printing on it makes me want to tear my ears off. I personally enjoy the sound. I liked it too. This is something on Imgur. Okay, Vidrak and Aura Potato, you are crazy. What? How do you like the sound? How do you like the sound of someone crack? It's not the sound, I suppose, of it itself. It's just the feel it brings up when I hear the sound, because I associate it with the feel. That's... I can't believe you like that sound. Must be what people feel like if I'm like, oh, I like the sound of nails on a chalkboard. I don't like the sound of nails on a chalkboard. I'm just not bothered by it, I suppose. Not bothered. Is there a UK reference for you there? Oh, no. So I was just reading stuff going on in Discord. Nothing important. Just big jokes, huh? Oh. It's still that feel. It just sends shivers down my spine for whatever reason. I wonder if I have any lenticular cards so I can try it out again. Oh, hold on a minute. My calendar's still on September. It's October. Gotta flip that over. Not that I really use this calendar. It's all I got from... Oh, it fell over. From Disneyland. And I was like, oh, it's pretty. Why don't I buy it? So I bought it. And then I never use it. Shown by the fact that we're 2/3 away through October and it was still on September. So this one's a nice picture of Mickey and Minnie Mouse, it looks like. Oh, with Chip and Dale as well. Some sort... Oh, Goofy's there as well. The Yucatan base camp, so it takes place in Disneyland, I suppose. Looks like there's some sort of Halloween autumn camp. Alright, there we go. As we fill in the rest of this cliff. I suppose this is what we'll be doing tomorrow. Maybe? I don't know. Every day's a brand new day. You got a carpe diem. And you don't know what the future will hold. I may not know what the future holds. Trust me when I say... But once we get this big landform, or the landform and designing, sorry, the terraforming done out the way, then we can start proper designing, I suppose. you got to have a base down first before you can spread your wings and fly to really flex your designing muscles, you know. If you don't have a good canvas to work on, your design will never look good. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I'm not I'm a digital artist, not a physical one, so that might just be completely wrong. I'm actually so bothered now by the thought of scratching. I shouldn't have talked about this. It's what a terrible conversation topic for today. Oh my god. It's just, you know, I was saying I actually really like the idea of anti-ASMR as like a video sketch. Like concept or something. It has to be a thing. Someone must have done it. I'm gonna watch a video. I'm gonna search it on YouTube immediately after this. I don't know how far out we want to do this cliff, because I do know we want to go down slightly. We had to move CJ's house. Caesar's house, not CJ. Sorry. CJ does not live on my island. As cool as it would be. Oh, it's actually been 30 minutes. We should probably round off this episode here then. Why don't we? So run back to... I don't know why I run back to Town Hall to do it every single time. It sort of feels like the place to do it, you know? where you say your goodbyes. But if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated. And if you want, join the Dear Darling Discord down in the description below. I hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, I know, what sounds do you hate? Bye bye for now.